Hi and welcome to another video blog. What I want to talk to you about today is how you can get yourself into a situation where you're a person who thrives on change rather than just survives change. What's the difference? Thriving means that your overall sense of well-being, fulfillment, success and happiness is positively improved by change versus threatened or jeopardised, and that's what we mean by survive. For this to happen, we need the right behaviours when change is occurring, and for the right behaviours we need the right mindset. If we're just surviving change, it means we've got a fixed mindset. Whereas if we're going to thrive during change, it means we need what's called a growth mindset. Now let me explain what both of those mean. When we have a growth mindset, we're open to change and we believe that we've got the potential to change. A growth mindset suspends judgment. It is unbiased. It's objective, it's reflective, we're curious, we're optimistic, and we have a future focused. All of these things are then going to bring the right behaviours when change happens. On the other hand, without even realising, we may have a fixed mindset. A fixed mindset's where we're closed off to change, often without even realising it. We have a fear of change. We're judgmental or quick to judge. We're biased, dismissive, cynical, avoidant, and we get caught in the past. All of these things are going to drive the behaviours that's going to make it difficult for us to thrive in change. So the next thing we need to think about is the nature of the change ahead. And we need to think about this in two ways. First is the speed of the change, and whether the change that's coming is going to be gradual or rapid. And the next is the size of the change. Is it going to be small or big? This will then have a big impact on the types of behaviours we're going to need to thrive rather than survive. If our mindset is fixed, the change is gradual and small, we're going to be very complacent. If, however, the change is small but rapid, we're going to be resistant. On the other hand, if the change is gradual but big, we're going to be dismissive. Okay? And most worrying of all, if the change is big and rapid, we're going to be rigid. So here are the behaviours that allow us to thrive because we bring a growth mindset. Okay? If the change is small and gradual, we're going to be curious. Okay? If it's small and rapid, we're going to be flexible. Flip side, if the change is gradual and big, we're going to be studious. And best of all, if the change is big and rapid, we're going to be agile. And agile is what's going to allow us to thrive during times of change. So in short, what is it that we want and don't want? We want to make sure that we're not being complacent, resistant, dismissive, and rigid. These things come from a fixed mindset. Alternatively, what we do want is we want to be curious, flexible, studious, and agile. And these things come from a growth mindset. And the growth mindset will allow us to thrive.